than a kind of a rigid to where you see a DeChambeau who you can see it. It's very, I mean, it'd be tough to find any flexibility in it. Xander's a little softer. You talk about somebody that can torch a three-wood. 290 with a three-wood, he can capture that in a heartbeat.
When a player, someone like Xander, so many people talk about his accuracy and his consistency in his finishes, and as a result, the power that he can generate gets underlooked a little bit, but he has so much in the tank.
You know where he gets overlooked the most, in my opinion? The elite short game. Elite. He's top 3 on tour.
It was on display at Valhalla, too, wasn't it? On the way to securing the Wanamaker.
At the U.S. Open as well, he only hit 8 greens in the first round at Pinehurst #2 and shot even par. So he made so many up and downs.
He was 7 for 7.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for disaster if you miss that many greens on #2, as we saw time and again last week. The place is just perfect, by the way, as a U.S. Open venue. They presented beautifully last week.
Yeah.
You know, there were opportunities to score. Players weren't completely bludgeoned. I think there were little windows and pockets of opportunity, and the guys who were in form took advantage of those moments. Xander was one of the very few players who finished under par last week.
That was his 7th U.S. Open that he's finished in the top 10. Incredible.
Well, Xander will continue to work through the back here. We already caught up with JT Poston on the range a little bit earlier. Steve Scott has done the same. Let's hear from him.
All right, thanks, John. Down here with JT. Now, JT, we're doing the TrackMan Performance Center here today. What is the TrackMan Performance Center, and how does it help you?
It's a way that we basically can track our strokes gained, our stats, and kind of make our practice a little bit more efficient. It's something I've started doing the last couple of years, and it's kind of a way for me to kind of see in real time what parts of my game I need to work on, what distances, where are my strengths as far as proximity, and where do I need to work on it, and work on improving it.
No, on a day like this, how many clubs are you going through in a practice session like this, and how is it relating to the golf course here at the Travelers?
Well, here, you're going to have a lot of kind of scoring clubs in your hand if you drive it well, and so the emphasis this week is more kind of that 160 yards and in, 170 yards and in, and trying to be really sharp with your distance control there. And as far as clubs go, we'll go all the way through the bag. That's kind of our routine on a Wednesday, is to start with the wedges and hit maybe 20, 30 balls with the wedges, all random numbers, just trying to hit them, and then kind of do the same thing from 140 to 160, and then 170 to 200.
You've had 2 victories on the PGA Tour, the John Deere in 2019, and then at the Wyndham, the Wyndham in 2019, and then the John Deere in 2022. Those are still events that are upcoming this year. How excited are you at this point of the year to get to those events as well coming up?
Yeah, obviously great memories there and a lot of success. Obviously the 2 wins, and then I've played well other weeks where I haven't won at both of those places. So I love the golf courses. I love the tournaments. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to being there and hopefully get another win.
Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
JT Poston, part of an elite field this week at the Travelers Championship. $20 million purse on offer. $4 billion to the winner, along with 700 FedEx Cup points for the champion this week. Well, what event it was here at the Travelers in 2021. 72 holes was not enough to decide the outcome. In fact, 79 holes was not enough to decide the outcome. What a thrilling sudden death duel between that man, Harris English, and this man, Kramer Hickok. Both of these guys parred the first 7 holes of a playoff, and it went back to 18 once again. Hickok was trying to win for the first time. That was the putt he made in regulation on the 72nd hole to force the playoff. This was the second playoff hole. That's how close he came to ending matters right there.
His reaction says it all. That looked good the whole way until it lipped out.
And so did this. This stroke from Harris English, it was true time and again. The man did not miss during that 8-hole sudden death playoff, which finally ended in victory for Harris English, denying Kramer Hickok what would have been his first title out here on the PGA Tour. Part of a Ryder Cup year for Harris as well. Remember, he was selected by Steve Stricker, the U.S. captain, with a captain selection. The team at Whistling Straits, 13 under par was the number that got to a playoff. And that's kind of where we've landed for the most part, in that 12 to